Deadly Dames. So I decided after doing my MCM Glasgow Comic Con video that I would do my September pickup video as well. I don't expect between now and the end of the month that I'm actually going to buy anything else anyway. As you know, I did a massive clear out and I've been very good with what the sort of things that I've been picking up, and just decided to buy the stuff that I really want from now on. I had too much stuff in the to be watch pile and just didn't have enough time to get through all the things that I was buying, and just decided that from now on I will only buy the things that I really, really want. So my pickup videos have not been weekly, they've just been monthly from now on. And I'd mentioned in the MCM video that I had managed to get this fantastic purchase. I'd been looking out for a Red Sonja original poster, but they'd always been massively expensive. I'd seen them at other conventions, and never in a million years would I thought that I'd win this beauty on an eBay bid at $5.99. I never ever would have thought that. And we are planning to get this signed by Bridget Nielsen at the sci-fi convention as well. This is going to go up on the wall next to the Conan Destroyer one. As you all know, because I've said that a million times, Claire is a huge Arnie fan, and we're both massive Red Sonja fans as well. We love this movie. I grew up loving it, and if you actually think about the plot to the movie, it's not very nice, but I love the film. I think it's beautifully shot. We just love action films as well. Like, even though we're horror fans, we love fantasy movies as well. And I can't wait to get this signed. I'm actually going to put it right next to the Conan the Destroyer poster on the wall. The one you normally see behind us when we do our videos. Right now there's a 31 poster up there, but I'm going to take that down and put Red Sonja up. You can't blame me, really. Right now I'm not going to take that down until we've got this one signed though. So I can't wait to get this on the wall. Other than the Red Sonja poster, I'm just going to move that over without damaging it because it is original and I don't want to have to try and hunt down a beauty like that again. The other things I've picked up are this amazing vinyl. Big soundtrack fan. I never thought I'd get the Evil Dead soundtrack, so Death Bolts have released this. The only thing I hate about it is, why is there some soundtracks that when you open them, they just do this puffy thing where you can't get them shut properly again? And it's not like it's the vinyl that's doing it, it's just they go puffy. There is another vinyl that's just been released that I really want of Big Trouble in Little China, so I'm hoping to pick that up as well. Huge, like, I love anything that John Carpenter touches, so I really want Big Trouble in Little China. And those new Studio Canal releases of his movies are just beautiful. I have been really, really good with them. Like, the old Mandy would have bought every one of the 4K releases, even though I don't have a 4K player, just because I wanted the, like, all the postcards and the soundtracks. But I've got the Fog soundtrack on vinyl, I've got Escape from New York on vinyl, so I don't really need those editions. So I had to be like super strong and say, like, you don't need them, you're not going to put the posters up, you're not going to put the postcards up anywhere, so you don't need them. You've got like those movies on Blu-ray. I don't actually have Escape from New York on Blu-rays, but I bought The Prince of Darkness and Escape from New York, the Blu-rays, the 2 for $25, and I bought They Live because I don't have the soundtrack. I bought that one, and I was so tempted to buy the Fog one, but I thought, no, I've got the Fog on Blu-ray and I've got the Fog vinyl, and I was so strong and I was proud of myself. But it was so easy when editions like that come out to go mental, but I was strong. Sorry, I went off on a tangent there, but it's like things like that the old me would have went crazy and just bought everything. But there's only so many of one movie that you can watch. You can't pick up every edition of something and watch it. And that's the things that I'm trying to be good with. Arrow video wise, this is the only Arrow video that I've picked up recently, and it's the headers. This movie was crying out for a good release, and I must say that Arrow Video was actually giving it the treatment that it deserved. I've actually not been buying very many Arrow videos, and that's because they've not been releasing, in my personal opinion, that many good movies. There are a few movies that they've released that I will buy when they come into the HMV 5 for 30 or the Halloween sales, things like Deadbeat excuse me, Deadbeat by Dawn, or I think they did I can't remember the name of it. There is another one that looks really interesting, but I'll wait for the price to come down on them. I think the main thing is with these movies is that I'll buy them and they'll sit on my shelf and it'll take me a long time to watch them, so I'm not wanting to pay full price if it's going to take me a while to watch it. But Arrow Video, to me, they've become more mainstream. Things like they've just released, or they've just announced, Crimson Peak. That movie only came out like 2-3 years ago. I think they should be releasing movies that actually need a bit of restoration work. It's like the other day there I was thinking about the movie Me. I absolutely love that film. And you can only get a crappy DVD release of it. And I was thinking, why is no one giving this movie the Blu-ray treatment? And yet a movie that has 1 million Blu-rays like Crimson Peak has got that Arrow treatment, and they've released like a mega special edition of it. And I thought, that's the reason why I'm not pre-ordering as much from Arrow. Now, don't get me wrong, I have pre-ordered stuff, like I've pre-ordered City of the Living Dead. That's a really nice edition that they've released. And I've pre-ordered Candyman. Hopefully they've done Candyman justice. And there are a couple of other things I think I've pre-ordered from them, or have I? But Crimson Peak I don't get. But that's just my personal opinion. But this next company, however, they're on fire with the stuff that they're releasing just now. So I picked up the 3rd volume of Hammer Horror from Indicator. I love these box sets. I think this company is amazing. This is the last thing that's in this pickup video. However, I've pre-ordered a few things from these guys. Well, 2 things at the moment, but there's a few other things that I really want from them. One thing I'm about to pre-order. So I've pre-ordered Night of the Demon, but I'm definitely going to pre-order the William Castle box set that they've released. These guys, everything that they're announcing, like horror-wise, is just fantastic. And there's a few other movies that they announced that I haven't seen, but they just sound amazing. And the work that they do and the things that they put into these movies, they're just so good. I recently watched one of the Hammer ones, Never Take Sweets from Strangers. Oh man, that movie gave me nightmares. And it's funny because I'd never seen it before. And we put it on thinking, because a lot of Hammer horror movies are kind of like, they're horror, but they're kind of like kooky. I can't really think of another word to put it, like schlocky kind of horror films. No, that was a serious, like, nasty horror film. It wasn't even horror, it was like true. It was kind of just nasty. It was like watching an old school kind of Last House on the Left, like if you were thinking about, it was like Night of the Hunter. That's the best way to put it. And I never would have thought Hammer Horror would release a movie like that, but they did. And it left an impression. But the Indicators, they could do no wrong right now for me. And they're kind of knocking Arrow out the park. And the other company that's taking all my money just now is Eureka. Their Halloween announcements are fantastic. Troll 1 and 2, like Troll 1's just funny and brilliant, but Troll 2 is just ridiculously stupid. But if you want a good laugh with all your mates, Troll 2, you got to watch that. And then they announced Monkey Shines and Night of the Creeps. Night of the Creeps is fantastic. Three amazing releases from Eureka. I think they're going to announced a Jackie Chan box set as well that looks really good. I haven't pre-ordered that one yet, but it looks amazing as well. Was it Police Story? Right. And some of 88 stuff looks, I haven't pre-ordered that stuff, but 88's announcements are pretty good as well. I generally wait for the stuff to go into the sale, but I think Halloween's going to be expensive this year. But that's why my September's pickup video is not that big. But anyway, that's everything for September. I know it's not very much, but that's because I'm saving money for October. My favourite thing's probably that Red Sonja poster, if I'm honest with you. but I do love that Evil Dead vinyl. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed what I've picked up for the month of September. Let me know what you think of that Red Sonja poster, and if there's anything that you've picked up for the month of September and what you've pre-ordered for October. And as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and take care.